Desperate times call for desperate measures. Tougher times call for softer measures. And of course, these unfortunate times definitely call for therapeutic measures. But with the help of, that magic elixir, if you know what exactly I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my bar. I'm your host, Shola Thompson. In my bar today, ladies and gentlemen, former Naija hip-hop star, also known as the Naija boy, turned movie director, music video director before becoming a movie director, and of course now one of the most sought-after Nigerian movie directors, who currently has movies all over many streaming platforms, and of course for cable TV, doing amazing things over a very, very lucrative course of his creative lifespan. Ladies and gentlemen, we have at my bar today the one, the only Tosin Igoh, IGHO. What up, man?
How's it going?
How's it going, G? That's Mr. IGHO, and it's a pleasure to have you here.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Things are looking amazing. They've been looking amazing for a while. You recently have a major original on a streaming platform, and I'm sure you're excited about it because everybody's crazy about that.
It's been a long time coming, hard work. And then finally the film's coming and people can then see the vision, the hope.
That's what's up.
Yes.
That's what's up. We're going to get into the real meaty-gritty of this conversation. But of course, before that, let's find out exactly what type of man. Do you want to, should we go cream or should we go whiskey?
Where the drink was, because alcohol. Cream.
Best choice. I'm going to hook you up. Let's make it happen.
For best. Right?
Let's go. So
since we're at barroom therapy, have you developed your bartending skills?
No, not one. My G, let me not lie. Look at how I'm struggling with ice. Jesus Christ. These are ice. You know what we're going to do?
So just one drink. This is just pouring in glass and sticking.
It's just one ice I'm struggling. Yeah, no, but
But since you're here, you should actually get
I should know, right?
Some.
The problem is because of the economy.
Bartending skills.
Because of the economy, we don't usually have. We can't brush up on our skills. So right now, we just do the best we can.
Okay.
You know what I mean? All right. So let's start the conversation as expected, Maji.
Thank you so much.
Cheers to a fantastic conversation.
Yes.
And the finer things in life. So, IGHO. Let's get right to it, man.
Yes.
You're a creative, and that spans from creating music videos, also with being a music star as well, and then now directing movies as a creative. Now, typically with most creatives, people believe that their childhood is always very interesting. Mm-hmm. So walk us through that. So how would you say it has been as growing up?
I mean, a lucky thing for me. I mean, I come from a family of filmmakers. My dad was it was one of the big shots at NTA.
Okay.
When our industry
was Peter
Igoh, when industry was still connected to industry, when things had like Tales by Moonlight, Checkmate, Things Fall Apart, Village Headmaster, all those shows. So he was kind of the executive producer and producer a number of those ones physically. So basically my high school was right next to NTA. So I'd finish from class and just walk around NTA and be seeing the cameras and go to the edit suites and be behind people. So I was already kind of interested and wanted to, mess with all these things. So, and also my dad had a equipment rental company
as well.
So, when they'd go out, I'd sneak into the room, switch on the cameras, and record myself rap, Snoop Dogg or whatever the case is.
Okay.
And he caught me one day and they trashed me like a.
Really?
But they were shocked to play the footage. And so, how did you know how to operate? And this was me like 8, 9, 10, do you understand? I was very young. So they were shocked, but it was there. So, I mean, I was always trying to figure that stuff out. Then I think with music producing, when I was in high school, this is the kind of thing that I've always just been doing, I don't know why. When I was in high school, when I was in like SS2, me and a friend of mine, he's a DJ now, DJ Dibbs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we started like a small rap group. And we used to record ourselves from tape to tape.
Wow.
That's how I started. Then somebody showed me a software called Fruity Loops. These things are easy for people now. Back then it was
Fruity Loops.
So Fruity Loops 1. That's how old Fruity Loops 1.
Yeah.
I started making beats and I started recording, like getting one piece after the other. We started recording one song after. Then I used to sell mixtapes in school.
Okay.
So I record mixtapes and sell it for 500 naira.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was actually making money off those mixtapes as a young child, sell it to, I used to get KC sales. So I mean, that's where it now started. Then I think when I think it was at SS3 or so, at some point, we just ventured and walked into Cool FM and just handed over a CD and said, hey, we're musicians. And they checked it and thought, this is quality, and played it, and we're driving home and the music was on air.
So,
I mean,
that journey, that was you just trying to force your way through, knowing what your path was going to be like.
Yeah,
but then with school, did school suffer while you were doing all of this?
Yeah, school always suffered, man. What I mean is that,
your dad whooped you for trying to, because I'm sure if he found you reading a book, he'd be like, good child.
Yeah, good child, yes.
But then he whooped you because, so
I was messing with expensive
suffer.
equipment. I shouldn't have invested.
Okay.
Yes.
So how was school? How did school?
I did all right in school. I wasn't like I was all right. But I mean, it's one of those things where I didn't have the interest as much. I wasn't interested. Because I realized that most of the things I'm interested in, I kind of do well at. But I wasn't as interested in maths. I wasn't kind of as interested in English. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Kind of like biology because it was some information.
So with your dad's career and your mom as well, do you feel like them being available for you to nurture you, to make sure that you're do you feel a lot of that?
Honestly, I was the last child. And I mean, I wasn't the last child at the pamper. I was the last child. Sometimes I just forgot about this guy.
Oh, you forgot about this guy?
Forgot about this guy. So I kind of was left to figure out my own stuff. So luckily for me, it's when I figured out my stuff and they would come across and say, oh, okay, yeah. All right, then I'd say I need help here, and then they would help out. So it was a case where it's not like my dad sat me down and said, hey, I want to teach you how to write or make stories. He just came one day and I shot a short film. I said, okay.
Okay.
Do you want to go to, what do you want to study? I said, I want to go to film school. And we debated for a while, even, Jonathan, but eventually, I fought my way. I just went to get accepted and I was in school. I was like,
really?
Yeah, that's how I got into film school. It wasn't a case of, I left the school I was in and just went to film school. I said, look.
You did that by yourself?
I just went myself. I was in another school in South Africa. I was in school, like in university. I just, I'm not trying to feel this stuff. I just went to film school. I said, look, I want to enroll. And they're like, you need this. And I said, okay, see what I've shot. And they're like, okay, you can enter.
Wow. You can. So paying for it, obviously, you just
I just went there and I was like, no, this is what I'm doing. And it was like, fight for like 1 month. But
so do you feel like being the last born, you feel like they had maybe exhausted all their love with the cats?
No, that's not the case.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, yeah, no, they were, my parents were loving and caring now. Do you know? You know how Nigerian parents are. It's not every single detail that they are, the basis on, they want you to do good. But parenting then is different from parenting now.
Yeah.
And parenting before that was different. You know, like my dad grew up with almost 36 brothers and sisters.
Okay.
So, what I always base it on is that what they classify as doing best for you will be based on how they were raised. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, the way you are going to raise your child now is based on how you were raised. So, you tend to want to improve. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, it was good. But, I'm just saying, but that's how I found my way there. And when I was in film school, I started making music videos while I was in film school. So, everything kind of just was...
Just coming up as, playing out as you would have expected.
I made my first music video when I was 17. In Nigeria.
Oh, nice.
And it got on Channel O.
Which was big.
It was big then. That was where I was like the first one, Jonathan.
But obviously with how you've broken this down as well, you have a child?
Yeah, I have a child, yes.
And so do you feel like, obviously you feel like you're going to do something different?
Yeah, but definitely good. But you now feel like you don't want to overcorrect because you might now, overdo what you're not, you understand, take things too far. So you have to kind of just find a balance. The idea is to be there, but also I know I had the freeway to discover.
Okay, so do you feel, so you looked at that more as an advantage?
Yeah, I realized early on that I needed to do something because I felt like, okay, man, I needed to do something. You understand? If I had it all, if it was all blue in the sky, I probably would have not been. You understand? So I feel some of the things and how I was treated helped me realize, okay, no, I need to figure out some things because I need to figure out some things. I need to have a path, I have a way forward. So I think it helped me. You understand? It helped me figure out, okay, I got hustle.
Okay. So that's basically what created the Naija Boy.
Yes, that's basically. So that's
I was making sort of, yeah.
When I was in high school, bro, I used to sell jewelry. I'd go to CMS, and that CMS buy 2K watch, sell it for 25,000. So when they found out, Casey Boys almost beat me. Yes. It was
So the hustle started early,
when I
just
was
you trying to be your own man.
I'd go there, I'd buy some jewelry. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
let's say you wanted to buy Timbs now. Niggas are rolling with Timbs. But back then, Timbs were...
Yes.
Yes, I couldn't afford some Timbs. I'm like, you know what, man, I'll find a way.
To just make it happen.
I went to buy some cheap jewelry and said, guys, you guys want
This is it, and then you now sell it for
25K. So I bought it for
So you're already making your
money. I was
money.
already doing that. So...
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? I was doing that in high school. I was already doing SS1, SS2. I was already doing all these things.
You know, a man just, you know, basically just fixing his own path himself, not with a lot of guidance, but, you know, at the same time, still making it happen regardless. Very interesting indeed. So we have a break. After this break, we're going to delve into more because, you know, the making of Tosin Igoh, the industry pioneer, juggernaut, if I may, you know, because music videos, rapping, and then movies, there's a lot to unravel, and we'll unravel all that and more when we come back after this break for Barroom Therapy. Stay with us.